Doink. Good evening, everybody. I'm sorry I'm late. Uh, Hang on 1 second. That's me. I can't believe I did it again. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So, I am sitting here awaiting the arrival of panel members. And I realize that it's getting late and that people can't, you know, people can't be waiting and sticking around and, Anywho, hope everybody's week went well. Hope everybody stayed safe. Let me do a little rundown here, and we'll get going. This might be the world's shortest Quagmire we've had, because you guys don't want to just sit here and listen to me. I'm trying to go back all the way to the top here. Hang on a sec. Huh. Really? It won't allow me to go to the top. Bastards. All right, it starts with, I start with Stump. Stump, your invite went to your Facebook message because YouTube, I'll get into the YouTube in a minute, but YouTube's YouTube. Ronnie Brown, how are you? Good to see you. Stalker Steve is not going to be with us tonight. He's going duck hunting. Good luck, my brother. Prepping to endure. It's Friday. Groovy stopped in and say hello. Groovy, how you been? Good to see you. Hope things are well. Sandy's Passions. How are you, sweetheart? Yes, TL Tony, they got the hearts and not me. How are you? Shirley says, Shell, how are you? Shirley, so good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Who'd I miss? I know you guys have been chatting for a while because I put the chat up earlier. Somebody screaming, yelling, tell me that I missed you. Who was first on anyway, Sandy? I know it wasn't you, it was somebody else. Hey, Jack, how are you? I think that's it. I think I got everybody. If I did miss you, yell at me. Oh, STL Tony was first. See, Sandy yielded to STL Tony. You know, the ones that got the heart. It's all right. I am gonna so pick on you for the rest of this night. Just saying. Ronnie Brown was second. Okay, cool. All right. A couple of things. First, I am not happy with YouTube, especially with the chats. I know a lot of people pissed off. There's no more YouTube. What do you call it? So that sucks. Also, now with these chats, I can't invite right straight from here. I have to go through Facebook. So that sucks. Well, and I've had it with YouTube, with the way they're doing these chats. I don't think it's right. I know Michelle had the same problem last Saturday night. But anywho, that's, we're the Indians and they're the Chiefs. It's just the way life is. Nothing I can do about it. Anywho, all right, so current events for this week. Those wildfires are just horrible, 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 horrible. Whole town gone. Um, so that's just oh, terrible, terrible, terrible. You know what I wish though? I wish they would. You know, if I lived in a town in a fire zone area, um, I would ask that they put a pump in, not a pump, um, some kind of a well where they can, you know, uh, bring a trucker in, bring a fire engine in, and go from there. Um, or have some kind of a, I don't know. They get all those things for earthquakes out there, and there's got to be some kind of thing people can use for their house. Like the sprinkler comes on if it gets too, like a smoke detector goes off if it gets too smoky or hot or what have you. They should have something to that effect for forest fires. Like have your sprinkler system get turned on, and you know what I mean. Well, that's good to know, Shalisa. You're gonna have to send a link the way you normally do, Mike. I can't, buddy. That's what I was just saying about it. I can't send it that way. It won't allow me to. I get into the what do you call it? In the internal stump, and it said invite, and I hit invite, and it says add names or email addresses. So I add names, and I type in your real name, and it doesn't come out anymore. It won't let me do it to anybody. Shoot me a text with your email, and I'll try to do it that way. See if it works that way. All right, Stumper. PG, how the hell you doing? You know who also said DSW was here? Shout out to DSW. Sorry about that, DS. I knew I saw somebody else. That we is fucked. Are you kidding me, really? Come on. You made me do this by myself. This kind of sucks. You know what I mean? There's no other way for you to get in here. If anybody knows any other way that I can get Stump in here, please, by all means, speak up. Michelle, if you're listening, let me know how I can do this. Share via Google Plus. How about, what if you're on Google Plus, right? Stump? If you're on Google Plus, we can try to do it that way. No. Can I make a post private without making the chat private? Anybody understand? Anybody know? Anybody know that? Anybody? Yeah, that's just gonna post it. I don't know what I'm doing now. All right. Oh, really? Are you kidding me? You want me to type like that? I got nobody else to G-Mangos, you do chats. How come we can't invite people regular anymore? Do you know how I can do it, G-Mangos? I can't invite anybody regular anymore, G, and it's pissing me off. You guys give me a second. Yeah, and the other thing I want to talk about, our president decided it was time to rid ourselves of Obamacare. And what he did, was could quite possibly jack up insurance is 20% for 2018. There's no way in hell that can be good. I already pay enough as there is. Oh, okay. Try that. All right, Stump, try that. Yeah, so it said just drop the link in Google Hangouts. No, I'm not going to drop the link in Google Hangouts. I got to be Tom, Dick, and Harry in there. I don't want in there. What are you, silly? What have you been up to, G? Haven't seen you in a bit. Good to see you. So yeah, if you have a what do you call it? Cindy, help me out. If you have a pre-existing history, yeah, right on, Jack. Right on. The president seriously asked NASA to fly around the moon with a main mission to celebrate his presidency. NASA, like I'm okay. Will you pay for it? To him, Chaser, right on. Mikey, I said Google Hangouts, not YouTube. Yes, I know, but if anybody can go on YouTube, I mean on Google Hangouts and grab it. Cameo Collections, how you been? It's great to see you. So, oh, Mr. Stumper made it.
Yes, sir. I was waiting on an opportune moment to interject and say hello to everybody, but you were kind of occupied, so I was just letting you roll.
So, if you have a pre-existing condition, so like myself, I take. It is great to see you, Cameo. I'm so excited that you're here. I haven't seen you in so long. So, all right. So I take meds. Partisan Girl is joining us tonight.
PG.
Per usual. PG, great to see you. So if you have a pre-existing, what do you call it, like myself, all right, I take meds every night. Skyrocketing, going through the roof.
Oh, yeah.
How this is good is beyond me. Trump is a dictator to ask that, or a complete idiot. I don't think he's an idiot. I mean, obviously he's, successful in what he's done in the past, but I think this is going to sting. Yeah, DS, that's what I was trying to do, was share it privately. And DS, by the way, when are you going to get a headset? I want DS and PG. Oh, Double Cage, you won't come on my chat, just the girls. I guess I don't have big enough boobs.
Might be the case.
Trying to teach Mikey's like telling my 5-year-old to stop. Oh, right, Brother G. Thanks, bro. You used to be so nice to me. You remember when David attacked me that day in your chat and you were yelling at him? And anyway, we were just having fun.
See, that's something Brother G's good at, man, being a mediator through complicated, weird shit.
Right. DS, forget the stage fright, bro. I mean, come on, look at me. You worried about stage fright? This is us. You've been around forever in a week.
And there's no way in hell you can look worse than me or Mike. I mean, that shit's just not physically possible.
I don't give a rat's ass about looks.
As long as you ain't got one eye pointed to the left and the other one pointed to like 45 degrees the opposite direction.
That
and it ain't that it's going to be weird then. It's not going to bother me. I'm just not going to know what angle to get at, so I know you're actually looking at me when you're talking type shit. You know.
So yeah, I think the president screwed up on that one. I don't know what you think, Stump, or anybody else out there.
You probably don't want me to voice my opinion on that one, because one medicine alone the old lady takes with her heart issues
exactly
is already costing me $400 a month.
That's about to go up.
Yeah, I know.
Who told you? Who told me to stay away from you?
Huh?
Not true, G Mangos. I mean, what G Mangos wrote.
I don't have that luxury.
Yeah, I know.
With the phone.
So as much as I like things that he's done, this one is a blunder.
Yeah.
Total blunder. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt a lot of people. I know, brother. This is going to hurt a lot of people. And I'm really, it's, I don't know. I read an article right before I came on here, and I was watching the news. Funny, two separate entities.
Yep.
And one wrote 25% and one said 20. I have not. I will go there, DS, in a minute. Just give me a sec, okay, bro? So I'm trying to figure out the cost of my squash, 20% and 25%. Trump claims the insurance companies do that to get their money. Listen, to get something about taking their money. Listen, here's the thing. Okay? Hey, SKS. Here's the thing. They're going to get their money anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And if they can't, if they're going to get their money, that's fine. It's like, it's politics. I don't know about that, G. This happened to me the last time, and I had to cancel a chat and start a new one. It's give a little, get a little. In the long run, who you helping? Okay, you just cut $7 billion. I did look at my phone. You just cut 7 billion, not million with an M, billion with a B. What, to make it look good that you're trying to cut the deficit? Are you kidding me? You ain't gonna cut that deficit. What are we into? What are we into now? What are we in for it now? How many trillions?
A lot.
You think 7 billion is gonna do anything? Think about that. You're in it for trillions. You're worried about 7 billion. That's like being in it for billions and cutting 200,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 20 trillion. PG, we're in it for $20 trillion. 7 billion ain't gonna do shit. All right, DSW wrote, an individual with income of about 48 grand. All right, that's me. Or a family of 4 that makes more than 98.4 will likely see their costs for coverages rise next year by an average of 20% nationwide. See, that's what he's saying to me. So what's 20%? I don't pay any more. My wife is, and I forget what she was paying. I was paying 118, 117. Let's use round numbers and call it 120 because I can't do the 18 and 17 thing. So 20% of 120 is for $24. Okay. So I'd be paying $144.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't count if your, what do you call it, go up.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't go up that much on me.
Your meds and all that.
STL Tony wrote, it goes up that much every year. Not on me. Mine went up every year, but not like that. Mine only went up $4, $5, $6. They would take something, but I would get something else too. What is Mikey D's opinion of white privilege? Jack, behave.
Can I answer that one, please?
Go ahead.
There's no such damn thing.
Exactly.
The color aspect has nothing to do with it, and privilege. Okay, let's examine that part of that little statement. What is privilege? Well, in the sense we're talking here, it's being better off financially than someone else, right? Well, I got news for you. I know many folks of different races that make more than I make per year, live in a better house, drive better vehicles. But see, here's the difference in me and a lot of folks. I don't give a fuck. Where they're at in their life is their business, you know?
Well, unfortunately, right? And Jackie, I'm not mad at you, so relax. Unfortunately, okay, there are people in this world, okay, that if you're not at a certain economical status, did I say that intelligently? Because it came out sounding like we.
No, you didn't sound retarded, but the fact that you asked if you did made it seem kind of retarded.
Yeah, I got it. I went to the messages, DS. I'm an ass. I totally admit that. I have a liberal friend that hit me with that the other day. I want to hear some intelligence. Yeah, your liberal friend is just an idiot. If he believes in that, Jack. No offense.
No.
You got a guy that he said he's got this guy that feels guilty for being white. That's just silly too.
Yeah.
But I'm getting kind of tired of the where your status is, and people are just like, so if somebody makes 300 grand and I only make 45 grand, are you better than me? No.
Nope.
Am I better than the guy? Look, we're human friggin' beings just trying to live a day.
Yeah.
That's all. And I really don't like that status bullshit. I really don't.
No,
and I don't like that. Oh, when I listen to this radio station, they call themselves the 1%ers. Fuck you and your 1%.
We'll see here.
You know what I mean?
And I'm kind of with you on this to a large part, Mike. If I take myself, you, Jack, remember the old boy used to come around a lot with Jamie Time, the other chat, Camo Million, that dude that's from the NRA, Colin Nayor, whatever. You take 5 or 6 from every race, line them all up, side by side by side by side. You take that tool right there, and you make a quick little right across the palm of everybody's hand. What color is everybody going to leak out?
Exactly.
We're all the exact same thing. The only difference from race to race is not a race difference. It's a person-to-person difference. Your actions. And me personally, yeah, I'll stand in judgment of your actions and your attitude. You do something shitty and massively being a douchebag, I will call you the fuck out on it.
Yep.
I don't give a damn if you make $5 a year or $500 an hour. You show me common, decent human respect, I'll give it right back to you.
You don't, you're in trouble.
Shit on me, I'll set you on your ass.
Absolutely. HRM, how are you? He says, oh God, eternal obscurity. Yeah, well, I don't know. It just irritates the shit out of me when people do that. I don't know how you guys out in the chat feel, but I don't know. I just always felt you're right, Jack. They just want validation for being different. They want to. You know, I tried to explain this to my stepmother one time. The local lottery was up to, well, not local. It's throughout. I forget how many states now. Powerball was up to, I don't know what it was, $300 and something million. And she says, "Why would you play that? Even if you hit it, well, you know how much you'd change if you hit that?" It says, "Sweetheart, the only thing I would change is I'd get a set of teeth, I'd buy a house, and I'd buy umpteen miles of land."
Yep.
I didn't say acres. I said miles. Good night, Sandy. I hope you get some sleep too.
Yeah. Good night, Miss Sandy.
Gig right 19. How the hell you been, my friend? Great to see you in here.
Right on.
Physical things would change. Yes, I would have a big house. Yes, I would have a truck. Yes, the physical things would change. Yes, not me. I'm still going to dress in a t-shirt, blue jeans, and work boots. You think I'm going to go out and buy some friggin' $5,000 pair of fucking Italian loafers? You're out of your mind.
And even if you did, Mike, you'd be in the same boat I'd be in. You'd be scared to wear them, scared you'd scratch the motherfuckers.
I have one necklace that I wear, and I have one ring that I wear. Okay? So, yeah, it would change in the fact that I can do things that I want to do. I would definitely have a nice, big, huge party and pay for it all and ship everybody in that wanted to come. Gucci Lopez, thank you, Truth Freeze. And how are you? Good to see you. You know what I mean? So it's bad enough we have these social divides, you know? Oh, I can't talk to you, or you can't be with you because you're not this, and you live here and you don't live here, and really? You know what I'm saying? It's just unreal. And it happens every day. Every day.
Yeah, that's something that I've tried to explain to both my kids, but my son a lot here lately. He's I don't want to say fallen victim to, because it makes it sound like he's a pussy, and he's not. But he got caught up in that whole. When we were in school, we called them cliques. You had this group kind of hung out over here, and nobody interacted with each other.
Yep.
And we ran across the situation of, how come my buddy don't want to talk to me no more? I don't know. Go ask him.
Right.
And that situation quite literally resolved itself rather quickly over something so simple as just going up and saying, "Hey, what happened?"
Yep.
And in the reality, the state the whole country's in, that divide.
Yeah.
It's that easy to fix. It really and truly is. I mean, I've got folks that come and hang out here. Most people here on YouTube just naturally think that I'm some massive racist. No, I will admit I'm an extremely judgmental person. You know, you do what you're supposed to. I got no problems with it. You know, you treat your family like shit, and yeah, you're a fucking lowlife in my book. But we got people all the time, man. They come out here, hang out with us, shoot, drink, party, sit around campfires. Black folks, white folks, Mexican folks. Hell, I even got a little Puerto Rican buddy of mine comes around here 2-3 times a month. Motherfucker knows 6 words of English. But we still get along and communicate and have a good time. Because we all understand we're just people.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm done. That was the end of it.
Hey, Late Horror Show, how are you? The Late Horror Show, how are you?
Killer channel right there.
I'm not racist either. I just hate everybody equally.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just, I don't know. People that think that they're privileged more, I guess is what I'm trying to say, drives me out of my blooming friggin' mind. Bush brother, how are you? Drives me out of my blooming mind. Truth Freeze says if someone spills coffee on your keyboard and decimates it, one can use a computer keyboard pain but works. Yeah. You know, it's just, I don't know. And my problem is that now the division in the country, like you were saying, right? And fucking Trump ain't helping matters.
No.
You know, and it's just exactly Truth Freeze. We all poop the same. We all poop out of the same friggin' place. You know, and look, we're not. You know, it's like I told somebody about a month or so ago. I just look. You're not gonna like everybody. You shouldn't. You're gonna have those people you just don't get along with. You just don't. You know, it's okay. It's not an issue. It doesn't mean that there's plenty of people like that with me. There's plenty of people here on YouTube like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't. You know.
I mean, case in point, you know, in my own life, you know, my brother-in-law, there is nothing I would love more than to shove that boy into a damn matchbox, set it on fire, and then piss on it. Just so I could put it out so I could light him on fire again. Does that mean I actually do it? No.
Right.
Why? Because I'm a fucking adult. I deal with it, and I move the fuck on.
It just seems as if in the last few years, take for instance something, and when I say this, don't get mad at me. I'm not saying that it's silly as in what the hell you're doing silly. I'm talking about silly as in laugh silly. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you take something as silly as certain people liking guns. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, Truth Freeze, I wish you would be on here. Truth Freeze said it the best. Trump is not the answer. It is each of us, community and cooperation and like-minders. Amen.
That's the thing. You got to get everybody on the same page.
Gia says, Gia says, I may be white privileged. I want to thank Trump for this great economy. I received 3 raises this year. Consider yourself lucky.
I'm going to step out on a limb and say Trump had nothing to do with that. It's called getting off your ass and having the initiative, and the boss man saying, damn, that fucker actually made me some money. Let me give him a little bit of it back.
Exactly. You earned it. You earned it.
Exactly.
You're there every day, you know. Mike, tell Stump I said, hey. Bush brother says, fuck you. He says there's something about being gay or something. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, let me address that before you continue on. Okay? And I'll keep this polite because I know you try to do this somewhat family-oriented. Bush brother. I love you too, you cocksucker.
Right. No, I'm just kidding. He just said hello.
I know. I'm just fucking with him.
Hell will freeze over before that happens. Stump Sandy said. I just think he's forming a wedge. He's driving that wedge in, and it ain't gonna get any better. But like Truth Free said, we got to make it better.
Yeah.
And that starts out with you millennials that are having kids or what have you, or if you're just having kids and they're little kids. And like me, I got a 11-year-old today. Camera girl turned 11 today. And
happy birthday to her, by the way.
Yeah, she's sick. She's out like a light. She's sick as a dog.
Oh, man.
Yeah, imagine that being sick on your birthday. Doesn't that suck?
Yeah, it does.
And my wife and I instill in their brains. I just figured it. Here's my thought process. If you instill it in their brain now, and as they get older, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But as silly as we might think guns are, as things with, we all like our guns and stuff, right?
Oh, yes, definitely.
And that's just, I don't know. I'm saying it the wrong way, but never mind. I don't want to say it the other way. I don't want to say it the wrong way and have people jump all over me because it's not going to come out right.
Can I go out on a limb and say what I think you were trying to get at?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm just guessing here, speculation. I think you were trying to make the point that while some of us really love our guns, our knives, there are other people out there who don't care for them. And it's the people that don't care for them can't really understand the fact that we do like them. It doesn't make sense to them.
Yeah, and it's like it's as if you like a gun, you're a jerk.
Right. But you have to.
It's kind of like if you have tattoos.
Yeah.
You're a bad person.
Yeah, it's a stereotype.
Exactly, and it's not right. I hate them. I hate stereotyping. I said this before a million times. I hate stereotyping, and I hate what's the other one? Double standards. Hate it. Where's Stalker Steve at? Stalker Steve went to bed because he's going duck hunting in the AM. I know, right, Sandy? I hear you. The best poster I think I ever saw when it came to tattoos was actually on a friend of mine's. It was on his refrigerator. And it read, "The only difference between tattooed people and non-tattooed people is that the people with tattoos don't give a shit you don't have any."
That's right.
Same can be said with the only gun. We don't care that you don't own a gun.
No, that's exactly right. But to those that don't own a gun, as a gun owner, someone who loves and enjoys my gun and shooting sports, I will say this. Should you, as a non-gun owner, decide you want to learn something about a gun?
Exactly.
Give me a call. Knock on the front door. Everything I own firearm-wise is totally at your disposal for your education.
HRM. Oh, did I say ducks? I meant chickens and roosters. So if he's chasing a rooster, that means he's a cock chaser. Just kidding. No, Oh, good for you, Jack. Jack had a 1917 Enfield.
Oh, you lucky dog.
Um, I don't know. Am I saying it wrong?
No, I don't think so.
I just don't get society where if you like guns or you like knives or if you like something quote unquote out of the norm,
Yep.
that you're different and you're treated different and you're looked at different and you're
Well,
I don't know.
being viewed differently or looked at in a different light than other folks because of your choices of tattoos, firearms. The difference in Ford truck guys versus Chevy truck guys.
Right.
It's all a matter of preference.
Exactly.
The problem is where, as we were saying, the judgmental other half has to step in and, well, you're stupid for liking that brand of truck. You're crazy for owning a gun. But you've got tattoos. You must break into people's houses and pound 8 balls of
Right.
fucking coke 10 every 15 minutes or some shit.
Hey, G-Trapper,
A
what's up?
lot of it is lack of knowledge of what the thing is that you're opposed to. Yeah, even though I was very quick in my youth to get out of school, I still stand by the fact that is the major problem with everything. There's not enough education. And not so much the physics and geometry and algebra and trigonometry, the common sense that parents should be teaching to their children. That's not happening anymore.
No. It's amazing the funnel that people look through nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
What's even more amazing, that very same funnel that people are looking through is getting taught to our kids in school, and that funnel is tapering ever smaller
Yeah.
and narrower.
And I don't even mean I mean with everything. I mean
Mm-hmm.
school. I mean blindness when they walk into a grocery store because it's all the me, 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 me. I got to be on my phone.
Yep.
Me, 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 me. And it's no wonder people aren't getting mugged and beat up and having their shit stolen more than ever because people aren't paying attention. I'm a people watcher. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love doing it. And I look at these people, I'm saying to myself, if I was a bad person, I could take her purse, I could kidnap her, I could beat the shit out of him and take his wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Easily.
Oh yeah.
They have no
They have
sense of their surroundings.
they have
Zero.
zero situational awareness. None.
Exactly. It's just amazing. Gia says, I'm a horrible gun owner. I still haven't cleaned my old 22 rifle and shot it. Sandy's Passion says, parents can't teach what they don't know. And so many don't know or care.
She's right.
You're right. However, so I'm no gunsmith. We are in crucial thinking deficit these days. We are truth freeze. That we are. I'm no gunsmith. I don't play one on TV.
Oh, hang on. I'll be right back.
I don't know the different integral whole shits about guns. So I go and I do my best to educate myself on them. All right, Stevie. Good to see you, kid. Good luck. You can still go to there's still avenues you can take. I don't care what it is. If it's astronomy, I don't care. If it's politics, if it's, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, you have to have a need or a want to learn. If it's for children and the parents don't know, well, then the parent has to take an avenue to where they can still teach their children. If that's going online together, if that's I don't care, whatever the avenue is. My daughters ask me questions all the time. I have no clue. I have no answer to the question. But you know what I do? I go find the answer for them.
Yep.
And then make them help me find the answer. So they get used to finding the answers. It's
a very good thing to do because you're teaching them to seek out knowledge, not just accept what somebody else spills out of the orifice under their nose.
They really don't care, though. Oh, I see what you're saying. Saying some parents just don't care. You're right. No, you're right, and that's a sin. And this is why I think. Here's where I get in big trouble. You ready? Here's where Mikey gets subs taken away and everything like this. Here we go. Cindy hit the nail on the head. Cindy's passions rope. They really don't care, though. That's the major problem. And I agree. And there's a lot of people that don't care about a lot of things. For instance, those have been living off the system for the last 40 years. And that's not an exaggeration. I swear to God as my judge, at least half of everybody on that system doesn't need to be.
You're right.
Okay, because they don't care. And Sandy's 100% right. They don't care, and they'd rather stay home and watch Jerry Springer. It's horrible. It's horrible. I don't know. It's just the little things I see today that irritate the shit out of me. And I know this might be the rant chat tonight, but here's another thing that irritates the shit out of me about these millennial people. All these kids kill me. There is zero respect for your fellow human being, i.e., I'm in a parking lot waiting for my wife to come out of the store. People don't hold doors open. People can't let people cross on a crosswalk. The one person that does let people go, now he's complaining because there's too many people in the crosswalk, and now he can't leave. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Go ahead.
When you try to affect change in other people's lives, as you go through this world, you try to leave things better than you found them. That's the goal we're all theoretically working towards, right? I mean, that's the gold standard according to the Bible type thing, right? We can sit here and tell other folks, well, you should let those folks in that crosswalk through. You should see that old lady struggling to get her groceries into the car. You should go help her. We can tell people that all day long. But my theory and the way I do, and thankfully my son, he's following suit with it very good. You see that old lady, break from what you're doing, okay, unless you're saving somebody's life or something. And you go there and you help the old broad out. And I don't say old broad, as disrespectful as it sounds, but, you go to the old lady, hey, ma'am, you having problems. You mind if I give you a hand? And you help her get the buggy through the damn door, and you push it to her car, and you put her groceries in her damn car for her. You be a fucking man.
Yep.
You do the way your granddaddy done stuff. You know? There's nothing wrong with the old ways. In the old ways, everybody enjoyed life a little bit more.
Do
Life
you know
may have been a
why?
little shorter from eating all the bacon, but, you know.
Do you know why the old days were the old days and you'll never see them again? What we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Or I should say what we're using right now. Back in the old days, I'm just gonna go to the old days when I was a kid.
Well,
I
when you were a
had
kid,
I had
I'm sorry,
Atari. I had Atari, and it came with Pong.
Yep.
And Block Out or whatever. Okay.
Yep.
And Space Invaders. That's it.
Yep.
We were restricted. I was outside more than you can. We'd play in the street, play in the backyard. We didn't care. You played Cowboys and Indians. You played football, baseball, hockey. You went for a walk. You played hide and go seek. You did whatever you did. Breakout. That's what it is. Thank you, Preppin. You did whatever you did.
Yeah. There was this magical box that went everywhere with you that entertained you, told you anything you wanted to know, showed you how to get from point A to point B.
Exactly.
You know,
you had neighborhoods back in the day that you can have block parties, you can have people over, you can have a sense of, like when I grew up in my neighborhood was almost like a one big huge entire family.
yeah.
I know you can't play in Cowboys and Indians now; it's ignorant. Imagine that.
Right.
We watched out for each other. We were held accountable. We used to had a big backyard. We played baseball in the middle of the street. Broke windows. My old man used to have to pay for the window, and then we'd pay for it.
Yeah.
Okay. We trampled through a neighbor of mine's flower bed one night, playing hide and go seek. The next day, I went down a store, and the old man, we took the kids that were all playing. It didn't matter if you were the one that did it. So if there was 15 of us that were playing hide and go seek, all 15 of us went and replanted every one of these flowers.
Yep.
Okay. And to think about when I was a kid, it didn't matter if it was my dad, my friend's dad, or my friend's mom, or what have you. If they called all the kids in the neighborhood and they said, you're going to do it, you're going to do it. And there was no, well, I'm telling my mother, and I shouldn't have to do this. If I ever turned to one of my neighbors in my street and said, well, I'm not doing this, I'm telling my mother or I'm telling my father, oh, forget about it. You know?
Yep.
That shit's gone today.
Yeah.
Gone.
Now,
yeah, you might get along with a neighbor too. Don't misunderstand me. I get all that.
Now, see, I can understand what you're saying and where you're coming from, but, you know, that I didn't go through that as a kid. You know, I grew up at the same dirt road I'm living on now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the family's farm. You know, there were no kids around to play with. You know, my best friends when I was younger, this is going to sound horrible to some folks
you
in here.
shot them.
You damn right.
And then you ate them.
You damn right. I grew up different than a lot of folks that I've met on here, and not to sound disrespectful to anybody, but some folks on here scare the shit out of me with the lack of common sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you meet people that honestly say things that, from my mentality, the way I was brought up, make no sense at all.
Mhm.
People that want to just belittle the hell out of you because you enjoy hunting. And you hear comments like, "Well, why don't you go to the grocery store to get food like everybody else, where no animals got hurt?" Well, how the hell do you think that steak got on that little piece of styrofoam with cellophane over the top of it?
Mhm.
Somebody had to kill that motherfucker too. You know, the corn didn't. There's not some magical cornstalk somewhere that spits out cans of whole kernel corn. That shit grew somewhere, and somebody had to pick it, whether by hand or with a machine. And I mean, people
Yep.
don't understand where anything comes from because they've never experienced it.
Right.
Yeah, in
And
some ways, I feel very lucky for growing up the way I did. I didn't have
like
friends and shit, but
Sandy said, they don't care either.
no, they don't.
Um, it's mind boggling. You know, it's I have a snowstorm, and we shoveled out. A woman across the street was elderly. A woman down the street was elderly. We did all that before we went and played.
Yeah, you
Um,
took care of business before pleasure.
that's not that bullshit anymore.
Mm-mm.
Um, it's
I mean,
lost and it's
hell,
gone.
there's two acronyms I was just pounding into my head so much when I was a kid, and I've literally got both of them tattooed on me to this day now. I mean, seriously, in ink. TCB and BBP. Take care of business and business before pleasure. You handle your fucking responsibilities, then you go play. That's what being an adult is. That's what I was always told.
Yeah.
Sounds like you kind of went through the same thing. You took care of everybody's needs, and then you went and fucked off.
Yep. And fucked off I did. Boy, did I get in trouble.
Yeah.
But, huh. Um, Gia said his best friend was invisible. I'm with you there, Gia. You can't find him now.
Oh, hell. Oh, I hope he's okay.
I don't know. I just it is the great I am, the me, the fucking, you know. I remember I remember being in college and taking the train to school in Boston, and I'd be on the train surfing, and people every morning laugh at me. And of course, we had Walkmans back then. We didn't have Bluetooth. We had not Bluetooth. We didn't have iPods with nice headphones. With these Walkmans.
Right.
And had that on my head, listening to friggin' tune out to Phil Collins' Studio and singing Studio, top of my lungs, and surfing on the train, and people are
Dude,
laughing. And one guy says, "Hey, do you know any other songs?" I went, "Yeah, I know My Dingling from Chuck Berry." I got the whole car singing My Dingling from Chuck Berry.
Hell yeah.
You do that today, they're putting you in a white jacket.
Oh, yeah. One of them where you give yourself a full-time hug.
You know, and it's just like this kid at work asked me one day. He says, "You can talk to somebody in line at the bank, or you can talk to somebody in line." I says, "Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
why not?"
That's something I try to do wherever we go. I mean, just for example, shits and giggles here. There's a fairly new restaurant here in town. Well, we've been to it a couple times. Food's good, prices are pretty good. There's a little waitress in there. She's a cute little young thing, and that's just it. She's a young girl. She's trying to put herself through school, college, right? We've talked to her every time we've been in there. We've had her as the waitress every time we've been in there. Well, last night It was last night. We were joking around, cutting up with her. I mean, here's somebody that I don't actually know per se,
Right.
but I can tell you her name. I can tell you roughly what part of town she stays in. I know for a fact that she loves practical jokes. She thinks it's the grandest thing in the world to sneak up from behind my boy and try to spook him while we're sitting there eating supper. She loves Halloween, and she knows stuff about us. And it's nothing more than just common interaction. Like you were just saying,
Right.
people don't do that anymore.
No.
I mean, it's weird to me even a convenience store. You go in, you buy a pack of smokes. Well, it can be as simple as, this is what I want. It's going to be on the debit card. Or you can actually take the time to say, hey, how's your day going? Or you look at it and say, I bet you're ready to get the hell out of this place, ain't you? Boom. Instant conversation. You made their day better,
Yeah.
You're already there. You're not losing time. I mean, what the fuck? Be human.
It's just how life's going to be, I guess. Gig grind. I loved Hot Wheels. I had Hot Wheels. I held the whole garage thing. The holders. I had it all. My favorite was a fucking the metal Tonka truck. They're all plastic nowadays, but back in the Tonka dump trucks.
I still got two of the dump trucks. Now the plastic glass that was in the windows of them.
You couldn't.
It's kind of like smoke, faded kind of color now.
Yeah, you can't beat them up.
No, I've still got it was a track hoe. I mean, these things are out there in the barn at Mom's house, still boxed up somewhere in that damn barn.
Yep.
There's like 2 or 3 dump trucks, a track hoe, a little bulldozer. I want to say there was even a damn motor grader. But they're still there, Like you said, it's because you can't kill them. They last forever.
Yep.
Unlike the plastic crap you buy now that you leave it outside one afternoon and the sun cooks the plastic. You touch it and it falls to dust.
Truth Free says the lack today is spiritual at the root. What really matters is neighbors and others helping one another and knowing right from wrong in basic respect. Truth Free, you couldn't have said it any better.
Yep, I got to agree with that 100%.
But I did had a Tonka truck. It lasted through my nephew. My mother wouldn't throw it out. It was mine. Went through me. Went through my brothers. Went through my nephew. And then she was cleaning the basement. It was down in the basement, and she chucked it. It was getting old. It had been outside, inside, outside. Spent half the winter outside. Whatever. And
right.
So it was getting rusty, and she was afraid one of the kids were going to cut themselves on it and need tetanus or what have you.
Right.
And so she threw it out. And I never forget the day she called me up. She says, I threw out your Tonka truck. I'm starting laughing my ass off. I mean, we'd make a jump out in the street for the bikes, and I'd take the Tonka truck, and I'd just go like this, whoa, or I'd hang on to it, bend over, put my hand on the, on the dump, and run down the street with it. Fucking stupid shit. You could not beat those fucking things.
They were made out of better steel back then than the cars were back then.
No shit. My brother's father has a whole set of those. He's going to pass down to my nephew. Oh, that's cool. Shalisa Shell said, Grandma still has my He-Man stuff. And He-Man is now back doing a commercial for friggin' Geico. Anybody see that one?
Yep. I loved that fucking cartoon when I was a kid. He-Man, Skeletor, Castle Grayskull, Man-at-Arms.
For whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck.
Fuck, Shalice. What was his name? The little dude. He was like a little wizard or something. The red shirt had a big O on it. The wizard's hat. He floated everywhere he went. You never seen his face, just yellow eyes. I can't remember that motherfucker's name. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh God, Mike, if she answers, you got to tell me. It's gonna drive me freaking insane, dude.
Yeah, just give the
Oh man.
this is trendy Christmas talk. I can't go back. HRM weapons. But anyway, it's going to be interesting. Was it Gandalf? Dawn of the Dragon.
No.
Shalisha wrote Dawn of the Dragon.
No. His name started with an O because that was the whole reason he had the O on his shirt. He was on He-Man because he was always scared of the He-Man's cat, the battle cat. This shit's gonna drive me crazy. Damn it.
Mr. Wizard.
No.
Anyway, if it wasn't so, they'd just call me Orko.
Orko, that's him.
Orko, or some of that prepping to endure.
Yep, thank you. You saved my sanity. Appreciate it.
Truth Free says the best toy is a classic fixable card.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Remember fixing those. And again, I'm not a mechanic, not a... I'd be like, Dad, I don't know how to Dad. And my father said, just do it.
Man, I know I've told you in the past, but what I know how to do with the cars, the way I learned, my stepdad would take me out there, this old Camaro I had. Something would go wrong. He'd tell me what was wrong. We'd go buy the parts. We'd come back, raise the hood up. He'd hand me the new part. He'd say, there's the part. There's the tools.
Yep.
Find whatever looks just like what's in your hand and figure out how to take it off and put it back on. Okay.
So Gia says, talk to a couple of my neighbors, but really don't know them, you know. He says, the older neighbor, I told him or his mom ever needs anything, if him and his mom ever needs anything, to let me know. Whether it's a ride, a meal, help moving furniture, whatever.
Right
yeah,
on.
I wish you were my neighbor, Gia. And those are the type of people, you know. I knew, Gia, you're the type of guy that it'd be winter or something, you hadn't seen your neighbor, and you'd go over and check on him, you know. And that's the shit we don't have anymore, you know.
Yep.
You're right, Truth. We should start reuniting with our neighbors one at a time.
See that thing Gearstom out there? That's, to me, that's always, that's just being Southern. But we're even losing that down here now, Mike.
Yeah, because I still haven't seen Southern charm out of anybody on this chat. Let me tell you what Sandy did to me earlier.
What you talk bad about that woman now?
I go, hi, beautiful. She says, hi, Mike. STL Tony. Hi, Tony. Hot, hot, hot.
Well, do you want her to write on there, hi, Mike, ugly troll-looking fucker? I mean,
Mikey, you don't get the hearts no more. I'm heartbroken now.
No, well, if it makes you feel any better, I'll say this for you, Mike. You're far from one of the most handsome people I've ever met, but you are definitely somebody that I feel lucky to call my friend.
That's ditto.
You're a damn good dude. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
I have a lot of fun here. I have learn stuff and connect with people. I'm not spending my time off with you. Whoa, 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 back up.
What?
Sandy wrote back and she said, Mikey, I'm not spending my time off with you. Huh. Hmm.
No, she spends her time off at Lowe's.
No, apparently she's going to she's going to spend with STL Tony. Hey STL
Well,
Tony,
you know,
I'll send you a message later.
she's grown. She can do what she pleases.
Home runner. What do you people say about him? About who? Home runner. I must have missed your. Oh, you mean like your vacations? What? Well, that's what you said. It's what you said. You typed it, sweetie, not me. Home runner. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? Tell me. I don't know what you're referring to. I do want to say hello to all the everybody out there that silent watchers, if you will.
Yep.
Hello. Hope things are well.
There's somebody I know you're going to mention, and once you do, I'd kind of like to say a little something about them.
Yeah, well, hang on a second. Sandy, oh, Sandy. Oh, you're in such trouble, Sandy. STL Tony, where the hell are you? All of a sudden you're quiet now? All right, no problem. And I almost forgot my shout out for Uncle Cow because he watches this every Saturday. Tonight obviously being Friday for those who might watch this later.
Yep. And and while we're bringing up Uncle Cal, if y'all would, I'm not saying you have to subscribe to him or nothing like that, but he put out a video earlier today. I would personally appreciate it if you go there and watch it. And after watching it, just do what you feel you should. Okay? I'm not telling you got to do anything. I'm just asking you as a favor to me. Please go watch that video.
Gig Ryan says Tony went to bed an hour ago. Good. I'll kick his ass later. STL Tony and I will have a nice little fucking chat. I wasn't paying attention if they said goodnight, Doom Chaser, so I must have been on the inside of trying to figure this thing out.
So did we ever figure out what Home Runner was talking about?
He has a long drive tomorrow. Sandra, what?
The Home Runner. Did you ever figure out what he was talking about?
No. He didn't rewrite it. Or she. I don't know who it is. You know what the... But they never rewrote it.
Yeah.
Mikey, you don't want me to hunt you down. Yeah, I do. But you know, now I'm gonna have to hunt St. Louis Tony down. You know, no biggie. No biggie. Stump on, I'll go knock on the door. You know, take him behind the woodshed and call it a day.
Right on.
SKS calls me HMR.
Damn. Hey, is Jack still here?
Yes, he is.
Hey, Jack, I want you to do me a favor, please, sir. That wonderful woman of yours, look over at her and tell her I said hello. I miss talking to y'all, man.
You know, Truth Free, funny you said that. By the way, Truth Freeze wrote, we need to revisit basic skills, water, food.
I could not agree more. I mean, there's...
medicine, I'm thinking MEDs, medicine. Boring or medical, right? Boring yet important, she writes.
She's telling the truth, man. I mean,
No, yeah. I know, and I'm waiting for Prepping to Endure. TR. Who else? There was somebody else. And I want to come on. I said this before. I must have said this about 2 months ago. And I want to do a thing on prepping, truth freeze. I think that is so important.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, on that one myself, here again, growing up on a family farm, I'm really lucky to have that experience, you know, because, yeah, we've had, you know, our bad ice storms or bad storms, you know, knock power and everything out for weeks, sometimes months at a time. You know, growing up the old-fashioned way, dude, we still ate like kings, still had fresh water, still had everything we needed, you know. Because as a kid, I learned how to do all of that because we weren't exactly what you call a damn successful farm. You know?
There he is. There he is. My southern brother.
What's up, Bubba?
And he says, don't forget the important things. Star Wars, cheeseburgers, and hot pink bikinis.
Amen. And women with great big huge boobs. God bless them.
Prepping to Endure says, eat what you store what you eat. My
Yeah.
preps are so out of sorts with a divorce, I have literally minute rice. Okay, but you know, okay, prepping, but you know what you need to do once all that stuff had a locklear posters, right on, right? You know exactly what to do, though.
Yep.
And others don't. So even when you with rice, the others don't have a clue. Jack says, dig that tone should return soon.
Oh, hell yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yep.
How did we do in hunting camp, my southern brother? I hope you did well. All right, Doom Chaser, we'll be here. Anyways, something has to give, and the president really has to learn how to. Preppin says yes, liking knowing how to hook a generator so not to kill a lineman.
Yeah, they would definitely appreciate that.
Well, here's the thing. So if you have, let's say you got, I don't know, you got a hog out back or whatever. Oh, I'm reading what Prep and wrote, and I totally lost my train of thought. Oh my good God, I hate when that happens. Preppin said, it doesn't matter now because I can't see it. Only a 95-pound spike so far. I'm on the heels of a decent 6-pointer. Good. Good luck, my friend.
Good deal. Right on.
And that's awesome. That's awesome. Stump, I'm going to leave you with the group. Try not to kill the chat. You guys,
you have any idea how poor that's going to be? Because they can't physically speak to me, nor can I see the typed part of the chat.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's all right. Well, just say something that comes off the top of your head then. Talk about the bump stock, how that they say that he had the bump stocks, but they were on like a tripod.
See, I know what a bump stock is. I've used them, but I have no idea about all this outrageous uproar that's going on about them right now, because I've literally been in a truck and in the hospital continuously for the last month.
Right.
Jeez. Find somebody else to get in here, so I have somebody to talk to that can see what's going on, so I can interact with everybody. I mean,
don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh, and I did tell my wife what she told me to tell her. She told me to tell you that
good.
she was very grateful that you were concerned about her.
Good. Thank you.
Yep.
Truth Free says we all need procure cast iron stoves.
Oh, yeah. At the very least, a very good, sturdy rack that you can cook on over an open fire. You know, learn simple, basic stuff like, you know, 2 or 3 different types of lashings, you know? Because I promise you, there aren't going to be a whole lot of 12-volt batteries left very long if everything goes to hell for a long period of time.
Right.
So, you know, currently you can take 3 truck batteries, wire them the right way, put a set of welding leads on them, and you can weld with DC current. You're just not going to do a whole lot of welding. You're not going to weld heavy stuff, but sooner or later those croak too. So, you know, once the electrical system's gone, a lot of your metal fabrication stuff's going to be gone really quick, with the exception of the knowledge of a blacksmith.
Right.
And forge welding is not as simple as you would think it would be.
No.
I don't know, you want to get into talking about prepping. There's just so many different aspects and so many directions you can go and so many details of each aspect in each direction that you take it.
I'd like to do it one of these days.
Oh, definitely. You know?
I really would.
And, you know, you can call it prepping. That's what a lot of folks call it now. But, you know, back in the day, it wasn't prepping. It didn't have a fancy name. It was living. That's what you done to make sure you had groceries come winter, you know? Yeah.
I'm just trying to look up. I can't get Gia. Why can't I get you on Facebook? I'm trying, Gia. I'm trying. Gia wants to come on with us, obviously, and I'm like, cool.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
But yeah, I want to get those guys together, and we don't have to do no 2.5, 2 hours, whatever. You know, a simple hour ought to do it.
Oh, dude, you could turn that into a once a month.
Oh yeah,
6
no,
months.
I know that, but I'm just saying that.
Easily. You know, another aspect of, you know, prepping, learning stuff. You know, well, Mike, you know, I've got a slight addiction to sharp and shiny, right? I mean, I love my knives, my expensive shit, my dirt cheap shit. I just like getting stuff really sharp. Well, you know, the prepping thing, that's a skill anybody considers themselves to be a prepper should learn. How to sharpen something. I've got a knife right here in the house now that I'm working on for a boy I work with. It's an old draw knife that belonged to his granddaddy. He don't know nothing about it. He just wanted it sharp because he got enough sense to tell it was dull. So he wants me to sharpen it, make him some sort of a blade, protector out of leather, oil the handles up real good so he can put it up. Well, he tried to sharpen it first before he brought it to me. The boy took a fucking 4-inch angle grinder to the damn thing. He literally destroyed anything that resembled a bevel or a straight line anywhere on that thing.
Oh, absolutely.
And, you know, I'm feeling bad because, I mean, I'm having to grind these shit out of this thing to slope the bevel back so that I can actually get an edge on it so it'll work the way it's supposed to. But I mean, his mistake, his lack of knowledge, even though he made an honest effort, the only way he knew how, he probably took 100 years of life out of that damn tool. You know, I mean, something like a draw knife. I mean, a good axe, dude. They will last centuries if you take care of them.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to take care of them. You got to keep them sharp, and you got to keep it in a sheath. I would, anyways.
Yeah. Keep it old.
Yeah, you're probably going to have to replace the handle a couple of times, but so what? Make 2 of them now. You don't have to worry about it later.
That's right.
You know.
And you know that's another one for the prepping thing. It's something a lot of folks don't think about. You're gonna need manual tools. You know, an axe, a hatchet, you know, decent sledgehammer. These things have handles. Wood handles love boiled linseed oil. You got a couple extra dollars? Go buy another gallon of boiled linseed oil. Put it in the shed. It ain't gonna go bad for 200 years. You'll die before it rots. You know, and your wood handle tools are gonna need it.
All right, Sandy says, all right, y'all. I got places to go and people to meet tomorrow. So I need to try to get some sleep. Huh.
Well, young lady, I hope you have a night that is every bit as restful as you are beautiful.
Yeah. Keep brown and it don't work.
Do what?
I said keep brown nosing. It doesn't work.
I wasn't brown nosing. I'm just being nice to the lady. So that's that southern charm thing you swear don't exist.
Tomb Chasers. I'm trying to read these, but they're going way too fucking fast for me. Gear Ryan says, I have a good insanity. Okay. Gear, how do I find you on Facebook so I can get you in here with us? Because that's the only way we can do it now. So, my bad. All right. We're gonna actually get out of here.
All right.
It's getting late. She says, have a weekend. I sent a request, DJ Dan. All right, hang on. Gail wants to hang on a minute. We're not going to do this.
All right. While you figuring that out, I got to step out for just a second.
Oh, yeah, you can leave, but I can't leave to go to the bathroom. I got to sit here and do the pee-pee dance.
Well, tell everybody to take 5, because if I don't go piss, I'm going to piss in my chair, and my wife's going to whip my ass, and I'm going to feel like a damn 2-year-old for pissing on myself. So tell everybody to take 5.
All right. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Love you. I'm trying. Where did he go? There he is. I'm trying to read here. Have something. Enough cameras to catch the end of. No, but you guys, I don't know how you guys feel. How does everybody out in the comments feel? Except for prepping, of course. Prepping to endure, I mean. For prepping, what do you guys do? If anything. And again, this is Mikey D's chat. We don't make fun for those who don't do. So. It's always a pleasure, Sandy. Always a pleasure. But anywho.
Mike, I almost done something just then that would have made you mad at me, so I decided not to do it.
What's that, sir?
Well, you know, I stepped out on the porch to relieve my bladder.
Yep.
And I look out across the front field, and sure as shit, there's a little 4-pointer just sitting there munching on the damn grass and shit. And, you know, I've got that rifle rack that stays on the porch of that old 30-30. I started to go ahead and shoot that motherfucker, but I figured I better not. It's a little too damn late.
Unreal. It's all right. You can pick on me. I get it.
No, I'm not picking on you. Seriously, there's like 5 or 6 deer out in the front yard right now. Telling me, you don't have to spend one week of one deer season when you got to come down here and hang out with me.
I'd love to. So
I'll let you have your pick of which deer you want to kill.
Doom Chaser says, I grow cannabis. How do I prep for the EN? I don't know. I don't know what EN means.
Well, but that is a perishable product. Always one. And talk about something that's going to command a premium and barter when everything goes to hell.
Right. And that's not far behind, unfortunately.
Right.
I still can't get 1-2 gear. Anybody want to? Well, you can't send the link. That's awesome.
Sorry. Whatever way you done it that last time, I mean, it showed up in it showed up like it's always done. I was able to click the little thing where it says Mike sent you a link, and poof, here I am. Or there I was, because that's a little while back now.
Right. I don't think I'm not seeing it there, Gamma Man. Anywho, but yeah, to get back to what I was saying, the prep and stuff, wicked important. And like I said, that's what I want to have those guys on here so I can sit there and go like this, because I don't know what I don't know. And I yield to those who know more.
When we get the chance to do that, like I said, we should do it as a, at least a once a month thing for the course of several months.
Right.
And each time we do it, just pick a subject inside of that field, something that you're curious about, because if you're curious about it, odds are somebody else is too, and we'll stick to that as our mainline topic. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything from, what you carry with you every day for, what if, that's part of prepping, being prepared in case something goes wrong. All the way down to, what I carry in a fire kit, if I carry one, what you carry in one if you carry one. What options do you keep on you? What do you keep in your bag? Do you take a bag with you everywhere, or do you leave it in the truck? I mean, what tools do you have in your truck in case something goes wrong with the truck? From decent ratchet setting a few wrenches to which rifle stays in your truck. Carry a fucking shovel with you or not? I mean, you can break this thing down to a daily basis. It doesn't have to be well, I'm doing this, so I'll have at least 3 years of this one thing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And you don't even have, people don't even have to go that far. They don't have to prep for 2 years. They don't have to prep for 1 year. Prep enough for a month. Don't put yourself in the poorhouse doing it. But like my wife, she'll go, and if there's soup there, what have you, she grabs it.
Yeah.
Especially
and
when
that's
it's on
how
special.
You start. Yeah. You catch whatever's on sale, especially your canned goods.
Yep.
Something that you and whoever else is in your house does eat. I mean, if nobody there eats, say, canned corn, well, it's kind of pointless to get an extra can of canned corn every week for the next 6 months, because then it's just occupying space that could house something that you will use.
Me personally, I could eat Chef Boyardee raviolis all day long.
Well, not so much the ravioli, but the beefaroni.
Oh, that's good too.
Shit.
That is good too.
Right. Straight out of the can, cold. It don't matter.
Yeah, I'm having issues. I do apologize. I do promise you that I will send you a link next Friday, excuse me. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. Thanks a bazillion for coming in. Thanks a bazillion for being patient with me until Stump got here. I thought that was real cool, you guys, to hang in there. So we're out of here, Uncle Kyle. I hope you enjoyed it.
Right on. And again, if y'all would please, Jermaine, just go check out his last video, and
right,
if the mood hits you, go for it.
All right, you guys. So we're gonna get out of here, and we'll see you all soon. Peace.
See y'all.